Oh, this is about to be good. I'm really excited.
I'm scared.
Hey,
What are we going to talk about?
Why are you scared? What's he doing? He's going to stress me out. He's going to stress me out.
No, maybe I should take off the shades.
Dami, get yourself ready.
Let me be a bit more professional.
Please meet Dami.
Who is Dami?
I have a lot of personality. I'm not going to lie. I can do, hey girl. I don't mind. I will do that shit and I'm still freaking straight. I'll be the beacon for all men that get called sassy. I don't mind being that guy. I'll do it. Bro, since we're open up, right, I'm not gonna lie, there was an incident, right, coming into this new life. There's sometimes it just gets a bit overwhelming, you know? And bro, I don't know what happened. Tears just start flying up from my eyes.
Your relationship.
From before, I used to I had relationships, but I felt like in all those relationships, I was always kind of losing a part of myself.
Being in a relationship with someone requires work.
Are you a feminist? Helping other people as well actually makes me feel like, okay, you know what? I'm doing something really good. I didn't used to be fully confident in myself before. I was really skinny. I'll see someone I haven't seen in a while, and then the first thing they'll be like, are you eating?
Yeah, can you focus on your focus?
Bro, I don't know. Your eyes were, bro, eyes were going this way. I was like, what are we looking at? Like, I was like, am I saying the wrong thing?
Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Bellow Show. I'm really excited. You know what, we're gonna try something new because I say that every single time. I'm like, I'm really excited for this conversation. But no, I am very excited to have this conversation with my guest today. I am someone I'm a really big fan of people who, outside of the noise that life offers and outside of you know, the words that people say to you, people who are able to remain themselves regardless of what society says. People like that make my heart, I'm like, I love this and it's so important. So I have someone who I believe represents that in such a beautiful way. He is thriving in his career. He's come off of a reality show that was so impactful in his journey. And I really want to find out how he essentially kind of grounds himself and just find out a lot more about who this man is. So without further ado, I would love to welcome Dami into the building. I have a bone to pick. Because were you even listening with my speech?
Bro, I was going to ask you, can you repeat it?
He wasn't even listening,
bro,
this lizard.
Indiyah was texting me, man. I was trying to help her do something.
I'm screaming, is she all good?
Yeah, she's good, she's good.
Okay, amazing. All right, Dami, welcome to the show. Give me a twinkle. Okay,
let me not
drop this.
I'm freaking roasting.
Okay, I love this jacket though. Welcome back. You just came back from Milan, right?
Yeah, from Milan, yeah.
How was your trip?
It was pretty good. I haven't been to Milan before, so I feel like it was a nice experience. And just getting into the fashion shows there. Yeah. But I will say I prefer Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah, you say you're not going to Paris this time, right?
Yeah, because I have work. It's a lot to juggle because it seems like I'm trying to, you know, it looks good keeping yourself looking busy and stuff, but then you have to be practical as well. So it's I have to sacrifice not going so I can actually do the
physical work.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I mean, I've been invited to shows, I've been invited again, so it's just, sometimes you just have to miss them for a better reason.
Look at you, you're the fashion boy, so you'll be back on those shows.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they call me that. That's what they say, but I don't know.
I'm screaming. Okay, so you probably missed what I was, because you was on your phone helping me.
I feel like I heard it. It sounded very good. I heard thriving.
Yeah. It's not, no, you know what? I think even beyond the success and all of those things, I think for me, what I've always, and my voice note to you.
Yeah, bro, your voice note to me, do you know what this girl did? She literally sent me a voice note and you just start singing. You did a whole debut of singing.
I literally sang. I listened back to that. I was playing it to Cherish earlier, and I was like, why am I actually, anyway.
No, but it's cool though, you're a vibe though, you're a cool vibe. You're crazy as well.
We always, every time we see each other, I'll be like, superstar. I'm like, he's superstar.
You're a superstar too.
You're the best. Okay, so for me, what I really want to get into today, I think it's been amazing watching your journey and kind of seeing how you... What's he doing? He's going to stress me out. He's going to stress me out.
Maybe I should take off the shades.
Dami, get yourself ready.
Let me be a bit more professional. Let me be a bit more professional.
And he's got 2 phones here. Give me your phones.
Wait. Just quick message. I'm going to get in trouble if I don't message this.
So you can already... Today's going to be a really long day, Dami. I'm not even ready for you. Me too. Let me take off my shoes. Anybody got socks? I don't have socks under these trainers. Want me to Cherish that I should just off my feet. I've never been on camera without socks on.
Oh really? You don't have socks on?
No.
I thought that wasn't professional, auntie. Is this not your show? You know socks on your own show. Hey. I mean, be comfortable. To be honest, it's all about comfortability. No, this is basically your house.
Right, cool. I'm gonna move a little bit closer to you because I was even saying earlier I want to sit there.
Somebody should take this from me because.
Yeah, please.
Like, let me actually be on.
Oh, this is about to be good. I'm really excited.
I'm scared.
Hey,
What are we going to talk
why
about?
are you
I'm
scared? You know me. We're just going to dive in. We're going to go in.
Can you swim?
What do you think? Do you think I can swim? Do I give you swimming?
Nah, not really.
I can swim.
Can you actually?
I did the race. I mean, it's been a long time since I've like tested it.
Did you wear the speedo caps?
Of course I did. All of it. The glasses. Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim. Yeah.
Proper?
Yeah, maybe like, I'll be like 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Where are you?
I splash a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I will say I'm a splasher.
She can't
so like I'm like a solid 4 out of 10. I'll be honest
Solid
with myself.
4.
Yeah, it's a 4. I'll survive.
So what was the point of all the games? Those are for the professionals.
The thing is, I'll survive. You know, that's all that matters.
Fair.
Okay, so I wanted to, before we even get into a conversation, I want to play a little game with you. A game of this or that. It's what I always start off with all my guests. I've got an iPad today, by the way, guys. A difference. Ew. All right. So, how this works, you already get the gist. This or that, you pick.
Oh, this or that?
Yeah.
I actually like games, so this is good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Vintage shopping or designer?
I'm not gonna lie, designer. I like fresh stuff. I like vintage because
Yeah.
you can get designer in vintage, but then sometimes I just like this feeling about something is mine for the first time.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very big on having something for the first time. Like some things I'll get vintage.
Yeah.
I know this is just this or that. I was just supposed to answer.
No.
Some things I'll get vintage and there's a story behind it, and I'll get it because of that story.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I just want my own story with the product.
Where it's just like, this is
mine.
new.
You know what I mean? It's mine. Nobody else has had it before me. You might have it, but this is mine. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
you.
something like that.
Okay, Love Island life now or life before Love Island?
Nah, Love Island life now because I have to be grateful. Like, it's pretty good. But I do miss, you know, just being normal sometimes.
What element of the normal? Do I want to do this right now? I'm
Do you want to? I swear, we're not diving in here. This is just a game.
You're pinching me. All right, next question. Star signs, Aries or Sag?
Sorry, Aries, man. Aries all the way, bro.
You know who the Sag is, though. You
I know who Sag is, like, but I'm gonna pick I'm main character, baby.
Screaming.
Everybody's the main character in their own life.
Aries or Scorpio?
My mom's actually a Scorpio. You're a Scorpio as well. Aries, obviously.
What do you think about Scorpio? Because earlier, before we switched cameras on, he was trying to tell me that he guessed I was a Virgo.
I was close. I was very close.
Very close, but I'm not.
Yeah. But okay. So I feel like Scorpios. I feel like you're like it's like you're emotional.
Yeah.
But you're very playful. Like you're very playful people. Like, and the thing is, I feel like if you don't like something, you don't like something as well.
Yeah.
Like it'll really grain on you.
We're just like we'll walk away.
Yeah.
Like, we just won't be around.
Like one of my best friends, Wally. He's a Scorpio.
What?
No, he's not a Scorpio. He's actually Sag. He's a Sag.
No, because the way you looked up there as if there was something there.
He's gonna be pissed at me, but he's actually
why?
Sag.
He doesn't want you to mention his name.
No, Wally. You know what it is. Fortnite tonight, right? No, but he's actually Sag. I told you he's a Scorpio for a second.
Okay, cool. Reality TV or anime show?
Anime. Always gonna be anime.
I've seen you talk loads about anime.
Yeah, everybody. You know, Snap is actually very interactive. Like, I actually didn't know that so many people were actually interested in anime as well. Because a lot of them ask me, "Oh, Dami, put me on. To like say what animes you recommend." And me, I'll do that with pride. That one is something I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
You're not an anime watcher, are you?
Okay, so the thing is, my little brother, he used to watch, and I don't know if this is anime, like Naruto. Is that
Yes,
right?
anime.
Yeah,
but
right.
It's just the commercial classic ones.
So he used to watch all of those things. And I used to be around like watching it with him, but I wasn't really like, it's just not really my.
No, but I feel like you need to get into an anime that's not just action, and you need to get into one that actually dive into. You know, there's mystery and thriller animes. Like there's animes that will actually like mind boggle you.
Really?
Like you'd be like, oh shit, how did this happen? It's like you know when you're watching a TV show and it's like boom, like you didn't expect that coming. There's animes that do that as well. Like,
Maybe I need to get into anime.
I got you.
Last question.
Okay.
Practicing biomed or fashion icon?
That's tough, you know.
I know.
Because I actually enjoy reading. I actually enjoy reading biomed, but I don't know. Fashion is it's just more expressive, so I think I'll pick that. It's like just being free within yourself to just express how you want to be or dress or move. But science is you're just reading the book and you're putting thesis to practice and theory and all that stuff. But I won't lie, I actually miss it as well. Do you know what I mean? It's still something that I wouldn't. Can I have both? I just want both.
So let me even give everybody some context here, and because I found it really interesting. So you studied biomed, and then you actually started practicing it right before you went on to Love Island, right? Yeah. And then you went off to Love Island, and obviously you've done your thing now, and now you are completely in the fashion space. For me, I'm like, how does someone start off, right, in biomed, have such a massive interest in fashion in the way that you clearly do, and then just completely like move away from biomed?
It was actually bioscience with biopharmaceuticals, yeah. But the thing is, I feel like, even though I have a Nigerian dad, have, African parents, and they were very like, obviously it was good that they were pushing me to like do jobs where like I would actually like get more from.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know, I think like learning about like life and, stuff like that with science, it's very like, you understand people, you understand your body, you understand why things are the way it is in a sense. But fashion, on the other hand, it's like, that's just like the internet. It's like the world outside of college. It's like the world outside of like, just normal life. It's like you're looking at people, like, you want to go, when you go out, you want to dress cool. I don't know, I feel like everything is intertwined. You can't just be a person that just does one thing. Like, imagine I'm a scientist, all I wear is lab coats around. It's like I still have to have another personality outside of just science, you know what I mean? And that's, I feel like you can have more than one thing. So your question is very, very hard to kind of like answer. I
think I might be able to understand it for myself better if I get some context about your childhood. I think we know so much about you
childhood.
now. Yeah.
We're going deep.
We're going to go deep. Can we actually close that window though? Because that noise is seriously.
I like planes. It's therapeutic.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
I'm so sorry. That thing is really affecting me. Thank God. I don't mind being hot. That noise, ew.
Bro, I'm not even taking off my jacket, But I just feel like it just goes with the fit now.
It looks good. If you're not going to be hot.
I'm hot.
Especially now that we're going to close the door. There's not going to be any air left. So I think it'll be easier for me to fully understand or maybe make my own analysis of it if I fully get an understanding of your childhood. I think we know so much about you because you're so open online, which I love. You're very expressive with your words and, your Snapchats, everything like that. But I don't think there's ever really been a moment where we fully got an understanding of like Dami's childhood. So who is Dami?
I don't know. Dami's the guy I suppose I don't know. I was born in Nigeria.
You was born in Nigeria?
Yeah, I was born in Nigeria, yeah. But
when did you come to London?
I came to Ireland. I'm Irish.
Ireland, yeah.
Irish.
Sorry, my bad.
Irish. Come on, guys.
Ireland.
Keep up. But I think moved to Ireland when I was like 3, and then I just grown up in Ireland since. And I feel like, I don't know, Ireland was a different culture, and obviously growing up there is just different experiences that you probably would have in London. There's still black people. I know we all saw the gimmicks of like, oh, there's no black people in Ireland. Every black Irish person saw that from the UK. Like, you mans need, I was going to say, you mans need to shut up. There's actually like black Irish people. But I mean, I feel like my childhood was very like, my parents like, they did everything they could for me and my siblings, like went to good schools, like, had actually like good literature, good education, had friends as well. Like, I feel like the place that I grew up in though there wasn't that many black people. Like there was black people like in Dublin or Carlow or Athy, and then like there'll be like big events. You guys probably, have you ever heard of Summerfest?
No.
Yeah, there was like these big events that like would happen on summer, and it was like a big church event, but like all the black people, like the communities just come together and we go out. But to be honest, it wasn't very churchy because we were all going out just to go out because we just wanted to see other people, but it's like we'll still interact with each other. But I feel like because I grew up in such a like tight-knit small community, just like white people, I had loads of white friends. There were some black people there, I had black friends as well. But I feel like it kind of like developed my character. Do you know what I mean? Like if I grew up somewhere else, I probably wouldn't be the same person you're speaking to now. Like I'll be Dami, but it's Dami that has the whole different like story. So I probably be speaking to you, if I grew up in London, I'll probably be speaking to you in an English accent, or I have different experiences to talk to you about. But I'm so grateful for the experiences that I have in Ireland, because it kind of makes me different in a sense. It's like I know some people might think, oh, like he grew up in Ireland, so it's just like, all he knows is like white people, all this stuff. He's basically a bounty, basically. I am far from a bounty.
Yeah.
I'm far from a bounty, but like I still have that culture embedded in me. It's like I'm not gonna say, oh, there's no part of Irish that's in me when I've grown up around Irish people, but there's still Nigerian, there's still black, there's still all these other, like all that culture is still in. Because like, bro, my household, my parents spoke Yoruba to me all the time. Like, see the way my accent is changing.
I love
like,
that,
do you know what I mean? Like,
that,
it's like it intertwines. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that's embedded in me, but. You know, I don't know. Bro, I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys.
No, you are. Like, no, you proper are. I think the main thing that I was even thinking about, like 2-3 things actually. Number one is, do you remember? Do you have any earlier context of you when you was in Nigeria around 3?
Bro, do you know there's actually the weirdest thing? I remember being naked, but I was a baby. Like I actually remember vividly, like I was a baby.
Yeah.
And I was, bro, this is so weird. I'm circumcised, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I remember the circumcision. I'm not even joking. I don't know how to explain it. but like I actually feel like I
Dami.
remember it. That's weird, isn't it?
Yes.
But like, you know, there's so many vivid, like there's even a vivid memory that I have of like, I think my dad, we were in UK one time and like he was driving the car in UK, and then I think maybe I was like 5 or 6 or something like that. I think we were just on holiday, and then literally like he put me to like drive the wheel, and I still remember that like clearly, like clear as day. It's so weird. Like no jokes, like I still, like even as I'm saying to you now, I can even see it's like a little movie moment in my head. Like,
do you remember the transition between? Because I came to London when I was 5, so I have very vivid memories of like when I came to London, with the vibe that I was on, and like comparing it to everybody else that was around me, and everyone thinking this girl is mad.
What do you mean mad though?
What? I would like walk into class, yeah. I'll go into class and I'd be like, "Excuse me, sir." Like I would go, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would take it so far. I would go down. I'll be like, "Mr. Girl." Like it was. Listen, I was on a different wavelength. And do you know what? I just didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, there was no part
But I
of
can
me.
sense that about you though. It's cool though. That's still with you today, I think. I feel like that is still something that's with you today.
What, me going down on my knees?
No, not you going down on your knees. That's just that you don't, like, you are who you are. Like, you don't, yeah.
No, I really don't. I think that's why I really like you. And that's why every time I see you, I'm always just like, hello, hi. Because I think it's so important for people, regardless of, you know, where you come from, that just exist as who you are. But I wanted to know, like for you, I think obviously you were 3, so you were still very young then.
Yeah.
I think you brought up a point about, you know, being in Ireland and people calling you bounty, etc. Was that something that actually ever affected you, that made you question, like, oh wait, is this weird? Like, am I the weird one? Like, am I doing something?
Are you saying
weird?
like currently, like right now? Or
No. But I think back then in Ireland.
Back then I mean, you know, everywhere you go, if you're not from the place, you're gonna face some sort of racism. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when I was growing up as well, I did face a little bit of racism, but the only way I knew how to handle that is to just beat people up, and the racism would stop, and it did. Do you know? That's just me being very.
No, but it's how you said it that killed me.
But it's just honest facts, because I feel like I would never look for any battle, even when I was growing up. But the thing, like, I'm not gonna put anything on Ireland. Like, I actually love Ireland. Like, but I feel like, you know, when you come into this, there's always like people that are gonna try you, or people that don't understand you, and they're gonna obviously come to try and make jokes about you, attack you, all this stuff. I'll be minding my own business, but I was a troublemaker, but I was always minding my own business. But I feel like I kind of, stuff like that, like the racism part, like I knew I had siblings and stuff, and they would probably be going to school after me. They'll probably doing, and I didn't want any of them to kind of like go through that. So it's like, as like a leader, that's probably the areas in me, is like when people come and challenge me or they're racist, I'll never fight anybody first, but if you hit me, it's raps. And then, like, I feel like in the place I grew up, there was never any sort of racism for any of my siblings. Like if someone would see my sibling, be like, oh no, that's Dami's brother, that's Dami's sister. Don't, do you know what I mean? There's always already this sort of kind of like respect that you get.
That you got,
But I don't know, I actually really enjoyed my childhood. It was pretty fun, yeah.
You said you obviously really loved like your upbringing. So I want to know, when you think about your upbringing, what is that one core memory that comes into your mind immediately?
Damn.
Let me change that a little bit. What is that core memory that comes into your mind that you know affected who you became or who you are currently?
Probably when I started reading books. Because I feel like there was a period where like I was growing up, and it's like I had friends, but you know when sometimes you feel like people aren't actually your friends. So there was a part in my life where it was just like even movies and stuff. I literally try to escape into movies, and bro, I was actually such a weird kid. It's like I had friends, but you know when you're not fully sure of yourself, or whatever. Yeah. So I usually try to like escape into like books or movies and try to like evoke feeling out of me from watching movies. But I'll literally be sitting down watching the movie, hoping that I'll simp or I'll cry. I'll just to feel something, because it's like I wasn't getting it on the outside. But I feel like books, when I remember there's this book that I read, it's called like Blood Song, and like that whole book changed the trajectory of my brain. I remember when the book ended, when I got to the final page, it's like, you are a different man now.
In what way?
Like it's like you know when is it a caterpillar, or whenever they reshell them, it's like your shell comes off and then it's like a new shell. But after I turned that page, man, I was a whole different human being. I went into school next to that, bro. I had friends, man. I was like, yeah, what you saying, bro? You good? You good? You good?
The funny thing about you is that you say so much, and I'm like, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I want to break that down, because I think there's so many key things you said there. Number one, this book, in what way did it change you? In what way were you like, this is a switch now?
I don't know, it was a fiction book, right? And I feel like the character, he was the chosen one, and he was half dragon, half human. And I don't know, like the more the pages kept turning, it's like I don't know, it's like you put yourself into that character, and it's like at first he wasn't even sure of himself, but then at the end of the book, like the more you kept going into, bro, the book is so fucked up, but the more you kept going in, and he even meets this girl from hell, and he falls, he comes out from the top of the world, meets this girl in hell, he falls in love with her, but she's trapped, she can't leave hell. And then he's like, it's so weird, but it's romantic, beautiful at the same time. It's a lot to really get into, but I don't know, I feel like the more that went in, it's like I kind of saw the character in myself, but then by the end of it, it's like, I don't know, I just became...
a better version.
Yeah, because like the way...
Was it more, because I just want to understand, was it more of a confidence thing? Was it more like, I'm sure of myself?
Yeah, it was more of a confidence. I won't like I didn't used to be fully confident in myself before, because like there was a thing that I used to kind of go through as well when I was younger, is like I was really skinny, and like people would be like for instance, like I'll be feeling like I'm going gym, I'm eating, and then I'll see someone I haven't seen in a while, and then the first thing they'd be like, are you eating? And it's, for me, it was like a trigger. It was like, bro, I feel like I'm doing good, and then I've seen you now, and then it's like the first thing you're saying to me is like, oh, are you sure you're eating properly? And for me, it's like, I know that you mean it from the best place ever, but it's like, I felt like I was doing good, and all these little things kept daunting on me. And I remember like I was in a different relationship at that time, and then like that relationship wasn't even really like supportive to me. There was a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of like confidence kicks that I'd have to go through and stuff like that. But I feel like, I don't know, after like, I don't know, I deepened stuff, I started talking to God more, and I just started getting into like the depths of myself. It's like, you know when you have to like pull yourself apart, like pull yourself into pieces, like actually look at the stuff people are saying about you, say it about yourself as well. Like just say all these things, and then it's like eventually people can't hurt you anymore. You wake up the next day and it's like those things, like someone said that to me, even if I'm not eating or I'm eating, if you say that to me, it doesn't, I don't feel it anymore, because I've already like teared that part away of myself, and it's like a new version. It's like a new version of me. And then I don't know, since then, and obviously just having God in my life like more, it's like I don't really lack confidence. Like
I love that.
Pretty cool.
What you said that was most interesting to me, because there's again so many layers, but the core thing for me is that being confident is amazing, and everybody wants to be confident in this world, but it's fleeting. But in order for you to become this version of yourself that's way more well-rounded and like more confident, you needed to sit down with yourself and be honest about the things people are saying about you, the things you're thinking about yourself. So what is it that people said about you that you even knew about yourself that was truth that you needed to change in order for you to be more confident about you?
But okay, so I feel like the things people were saying about me, it's like, I feel like that's the thing with confidence. It's like, it only hurt you if you kind of see it yourself. In yourself, yeah, so you see in yourself. So when they say it's just like a kick. And then it's like literally like, I feel like it's not even so much more like changing myself, because I feel like if you're going to be confident, it's not you're changing yourself for anybody else. It's like you're gradually like adapting, like you yourself are adapting. Like the next day, like even the size that I'm at now, I was never this size before. Like literally like 2 years ago, I'd probably be like maybe 80, 70 kg, like little tiny waist, this and that. I just felt like, but I feel I don't know how to like, I don't know, I've even lost the question. I don't even know.
Because I was like, this man is moving away from my question. I'm gonna come back. No, but what is it? Like, you know, sometimes there's been stuff that people have said about me, even recently. There's been something that I like,
so you're asking like the stuff that actually hurt?
Yeah, the stuff that, you know, when you know there's certain things that you hear about yours that people say to you and you're like, wait, that resonates because I actually know there's truth to that, and I know that this is something that I need to personally heal from or like get better at. So what was that for you? I
feel like the main one was probably just like my weight. And then, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I would always try to like, not fit in, but it's like, you know, like I feel like all these little things, because like I'm battling that confidence battle. So it's like, if I meet someone today, in my head, I'm already thinking of like intrusive thoughts, thinking of 1,000 things. Oh, this person is going to think this about me. And it's going to like knock me from like even speaking. Like there'll be times I'll be in a group of people and I'll never even speak up. And the thing is, I'm talking to myself and I want to say this, and I wouldn't say anything. And then I'll go home and I'll kick myself. It's like, oh, why didn't you actually like speak? Why didn't you say? And it's just me, like me alone. And it's like I have friends. It's not like, oh, I'm lonely, but it's like, you know, when like I have those friends, so it's like I'm comfortable with them. But it's when it's meeting new people, it's like it was a bit harder. I don't know. I feel like the biggest one is probably like my weight, and then I don't know. I feel like there's more, but it's been so long that I've ever like actually thought about it. So it's like
let's even talk about the weight side of things. Like, why was that such a big thing for you?
I don't know, because it's like I didn't see myself as skinny. Like, but like when I look back, like if I even go back to my Snapchat memories, I'll be looking at this video. I'm like, damn man, you were skinny, boy. Because the thing is, at that point, it's like I thought I was the biggest version of myself. But then I look at myself now, and then I'm like, bruh. Like the thing is, like, you know when you have abs because of default, because you are just skinny, like, so I'll be there flexing. I'll even be doing this in the kitchen in the video for the snap, and I'll be looking. But this is the point where I'm even confident in it. So I was still getting girls at that point. So I was never lacking in any sense. Do you know what I mean? Like I was the confident Dami at this point. But even me, even looking back from like 2 years, it's still like, I was still be like, damn. Like I would even look at myself, okay, you're skinny. So even from that 2 years, if you go back into like when I was in college, then yeah, I understand what people were saying, but I don't know, man. It feels like I'm just talking on a.
No, I love it. And interestingly enough, I don't know if you feel this, but I feel like it's something that you need to maybe even revisit. Maybe not even like the weight side, but like the other things that people have said, that would have said about you. I think recently there was like a period, like literally last week or 2 weeks ago, there was like a period where loads of people had so many things to say about me based on like a conversation that I put out. And I don't know if you've experienced this, but hell of the comments. I remember I was like sitting in the studio with Stefan Home, and I was saying to him like, rah, like, these things that people were saying had me questioning myself. Like,
what kind of things were they saying? Can we dive into it?
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this wasn't part of the plan.
Get in the hot seat, man. You know Let's go.
It was like people were like, you're overbearing, like you're coming across overbearing. Because I was having it was basically a conversation with my childhood best friend, and we had fell out for like 2 years, and the conversation was about us revisit. Like we're back together now, and we're great, and it's a beautiful relationship off the back of that conversation and other conversations, obviously, but. Because I'm like a super extroverted person and she's quite an introvert. And so a lot of people, I don't know if that was the thing that people weren't understanding, but a lot of people had so much to say. They were like, Wumi seems jealous, Wumi seems overbearing. Like there was a girl that even tweeted me, she was like, Wumi's like the worst kind of friend you can ever have. I was like, girl, calm down.
What did you say?
I don't know. I think there's definitely I think people sometimes don't understand that when hard conversations are on the surface, are on the table for you to have, it definitely, you might not show up as the best version of yourself in that moment because emotions are at play. And like, I'm not gonna like downplay like emotions that I might feel in this moment just for the sake of like pleasing the audience or pleasing people who are watching. Like we need to be, in order for us, like for me anyway, in any relationship that I have, and I hold this in every relationship, if we need to have a raw conversation, let's start with the rawness and like keep it real and then mend like, you know, from there on and like after. And I think that's what, anyway. Basically,
no, I get you though. Damn.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Yeah, but that was recent though.
Very recent. Very, very, very recently.
I feel like even now I still go through stuff like that's like that, but it's like just trying to block out the noise of people that just try. I feel like a lot of people would kind of like make it their mission to purposely misunderstand you. Like you don't actually take time to actually like take a second back and like, okay, wait, could he have meant it this way instead? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not because everybody's human at the end of the day, and that person, if they're in the situation that you were in, they'll probably be reacting the same way.
Exactly.
You're not thinking about media training. You're not thinking about, I have to present myself this way. This is actually like heartfelt, real conversation. There's no point of like media training that, because you're not going to get any. You're not going to dive in properly. But I don't know. I feel like it's just internet people, man.
Yeah.
It's just internet people.
Because I think one thing I realized or seen with you is that people always tend to want to attach a label to you. So whether it's that label being sassy or zesty or da-da. And what I love is like you always combat it with like, almost like, I don't know if you do this on purpose, but like you kind of just accept it and you're just kind of like, you lot are crazy. If that's what you want to call me, then like do your thing.
Yeah, that's why I feel like, that's what I mean, even with the confidence thing, it's like, if you say something about me, I accept it. It is what it is. I just keep moving. It's like me dressing nice, whatever, or me dressing on like a different thing where you see like, or maybe like typical guys wouldn't dress, like I'm dressing like in a funky way or something just different, and you perceive it as that. The first thing you want to call it is not, he's giving sassy vibes. He's definitely zesty. He's definitely gay. Like the thing is, I don't even have a problem. If you think I'm gay, fair enough. I know who I am as a person. I know I'm straight, but it's like battling that with just like making it a joke, you know what I mean? It's like if you're gonna call me zesty because of what I'm wearing, bro, I don't know. I feel sorry for you, man. I don't really know. Like I actually don't even know what to say. It's like I wear an outfit, I'm chilling with my friends, or like I feel like, you know what it is, yeah? People that call men sassy, it's like I have a lot of personality. I'm not gonna lie. I can do, hey girl, I don't mind. I will do that shit and I'm still freaking straight. It's just like comedy for me.
Yeah.
I'm not like I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like girls, like I feel like a lot of men, like it's not even men that say it, I'm not gonna lie, the people that say it the most are actually women. But like I feel like a lot of men, like they actually have so many layers to them, but it's like they're not even comfortable enough to show it, because you're gonna get perceived in some way, like women are gonna come to you, you're not even acting like a man, like be a man. And it's like, you guys want us to be more in touch with our emotions, you want us to be more playful, and it's like, we're trying to get down like you guys get down. And just have a little bit of banter, but we're still straight people, but then we get called sassy and zesty. But for me, I'll be the beacon for all men that get called sassy. I don't mind being that guy, I'll do it.
Question, so many things, wow. That was, okay. So when people When you see your friends, like you have a lot of guy friends,
Yeah.
I've seen on your stories and stuff, do you ever notice them downplaying like who they portray to you, in like when they're around women or when they're online?
Nah, one thing I'll say about the set of guy friends that I have, yeah, like those are the realest guys that I've ever met. Like literally I went to Milan, my boy, he's finished, he's drunk. Bro, I had to cuddle that guy all the way home, like, do you know what I mean? Like it's just like we're that close with each other, like we don't have to do any pretense. If we're out with other people, like we're still the same people
That
when
you
we're
are.
together.
Yeah.
We're out there as well. Like we'll be like one of my best friends, bro, we'll be like, even if we're gonna do a skit or we're just running around, we'll be running around, just have it, like we have fun. But I feel like that's just the sense of just being, I feel like a lot of people do it, but maybe it's just because we're just very public with it, that it's just perceived. But I don't know, man. But my guy friends, they're actually the most realist, like men that actually know, like we're very fluid, like when I say fluid, I don't mean gay,
I know what you mean.
but I mean we're very fluid and like,
you're free.
we men, like bro, if I feel like some type of way today, or I feel emotional, I'll call my boy up and I'll actually, like, I express exactly how I feel, like we dive in deep. He'll even be trying to think of like, okay, do you think you're feeling this way because of this? Like we actually like talk to each other, I'm not gonna lie, like, bro, since we're open up, right, I'm not gonna lie, there was an incident, right? Like since I'm not a crier or anything, right? I'm not a person that even gets emotional. But I feel like coming into this new life, there's sometimes it just gets a bit overwhelming, you know? And I remember all my boys were around me, bro. And like we were all having fun, we were drinking. Bro, I was drunk. And I remember we were just in the car. And bro, I don't know what happened. Tears just start flying down from my eyes. And the thing is, they all just comfort me and everything. And they're just like, no, just let it out, bro. And for me, even just that in itself, it's like, I don't know. It's just, you know, you just have to have like good people like around you, man. And I actually appreciate everyone that's like I have as a friend, like honestly.
It's interesting that you even go there, because one of the things that I have noticed about you is that how often you like speak about, you know, your friends. Either if it's like their birthday, or if it's like you're just like, oh, this person's doing this, or Martin's come off of Love Island and you're so like on him and like supporting him. I can feel that, because again, I'm just like watching and I'm like, I absolutely love this. How imperative, or how big of a role have your friends play in your mental well-being off the back of the show?
I feel like there's just been a support system. Like it's like, you know, like sometimes you want to run away to something, or maybe I'll say something that might be seen as controversial. I'll have to G-check myself and I'll ask them, yo, do you think what I said here is actually like wrong? Sometimes they'll be like, okay, yeah, damn, you could have said this way or whatever. But they'll always keep me in check, and they'll be like, generally, I feel like what you said, you're just being honest. Yeah. But people are actually like purposely trying to misconstrue what you're saying. And it's like, don't let any of it like affect you. Just keep doing, because everything they always say, you're doing good, you're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like the thing about you is that I'm just transparent. I don't try to like, that's another thing I'll say, like, even if you've never met me, and if you come meet me for the first time and you want help in any situation, I'll tell you off the back, because I know what it feels like. Like I'll help you, do you know what I mean? I'm a person that I feel more fulfilled like helping, like I feel more fulfilled fulfilling my own dreams, but like helping other people as well actually makes me feel like, okay, you know what? I'm doing something really good. Like this person is doing this, and when that person does it, I'm even proud. You know what I mean? I get to be back there like, I'm gonna take my credit. I'm be like, yo, bro, I did that shit too. You know, I did that with you. But you know, it's still like, it's still so wholesome, and I don't know. I just feel like that's just the type of guy I am. Like, and I've kind of always been.
I mean, it's literally the essence of life, though.
Yeah.
It's like life doesn't need to be this thing where it's just you as a singular person. I must be the winner. It's only me.
No.
It's like, excuse me, there's room for everybody else to like win and be a part of their journey. And I want to go back to the Martin thing, because I for some reason, like I just loved it so much that off the back of Love Island, I know that you guys were friends even before you went on the show, but you know, obviously, hearing so many people have so many negative things to say about him, and you just embrace him in such a beautiful and I know you didn't do it intentionally, but watching that from like the outsider looking in, it's just such a good indicator of like who you are as a person. Yeah,
I feel like watching Martin when he was in there, like I'd always keep it real. When he was doing his, he was mixing up his words and the Nigerian, I'd be like, bro, just speak English, please. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, I'm still going to back my boy. And there's obviously people throwing in comments. Like, I feel like the thing is with, like, you know, I feel like I watch Love Island because obviously Indiyah does it as well. And it's just to keep up. Like, it's a thing that I watched before. So it's like, I'm trying to keep up with it. And like, even now, I don't find it as enjoyable to watch anymore because it's like, I can't have an opinion and like, it's just an opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, before I'd have an opinion, it just goes by. But now if I have an opinion, it's taken out of like, I'm called so many names, I'm getting insulted. And my opinion is not even anything bad. Like if you take yourself out of like being obsessed with a person because you're a fan or whatever.
I want to go back a little bit to when we were talking about the whole like, oh, he's a sassy man, or he's a whatever, and all these other labels that people try to attach onto you. I don't know if there was like a moment in your journey, I don't know how recent it was, or maybe it was like when you were younger. Has that been a thing for you where someone has actually said that to you and made you think, wait, what do you mean?
I don't feel like when I was, no, I feel like when I was growing up, nah, I never, sassy and zesty and all them were never a thing. Like, obviously people use the term gay as an insult, like, but just in general, like, cause you know when Little Britain and all that still was going on, everything was more, you were able to say whatever you wanted freely, but now you can't do that. I feel like it's been more evident now, like when it comes to like fashion and clothes. That's when I kind of hear it more, or like, you know, just my characters, or if I just want to like have fun. I don't know, it's like, but I feel like it's only been like recently since after that, all this sassy, zesty, new annotations have come out. And
do you remember the first moment you heard it? And the reason I even asked you this is, you know, there's sometimes when you see something, you're like, what do you mean by that?
I remember, I think I made like a TikTok, I made a TikTok and I was just taking bants. And then, bro, my TikTok was filled with like, he's so zesty, he's definitely gay, he's definitely like, oh, he's definitely coming out of the closet. And I was just like, huh? Me? And then there's one thing here that I see people try to say, because on the show, I said, oh, I kissed my boy. But the thing is, yeah, we only kissed because we were playing truth and dare. And the reason we did that is because, you know, I'm a person who's like, I have to be fair. We've made girls do some stuff now, and we've been playing, and the girls have been doing some stuff. So it came to us, and it was like, you have to kiss. It was just, it's not even like, there's no tongue or anything like that. It was just a quick peck. Because do you know how much convincing we even have to do to girls that come on like guys, but then at the end of the day, they've done some serious stuff, like, and then for us to be like, yeah, we're not doing that, it's just not, it's not fair. So me and him, we both, and the reward that we got for doing it was pretty worth it. Like, so it was a kiss for the bigger game, and I feel like a lot of people misconstrue what, I don't know how they cut out in the show or whatever, but I feel like a lot of people, some of them, they'll take that part and say, oh yeah, well, he's kissed his boy, so he's deaf. It's like, bro, it's not that deep, man. Like it's not like I'm looking at my boy now, I'm lip-syncing him.
Yeah.
We only did that one time in a game where the reward was good. Like,
Can you see the smile on this man's face when he's talking about this reward?
I should start smiling. It was in the past. Let's move on.
You're not a serious candidate.
Move on, please.
You're not a serious candidate. All right, you know what I do want to talk about though, that I do love is your relationship, right? I think that there's something just so beautiful about like two people who have gotten together from a show that like Love Island, but it's like it seems like your real growth started after the show.
Yeah,
is what I sense. Is there any truth to that?
No, I think there's a lot of truth, because I remember when we first come out like the villa, it's like we know each other, but it's still, everything is still fresh, and now we've been thrown out into the world together. You know what I mean? We've been outside of the world, and now we're inside the world, and we have to like go through like regular stuff that we'd have done before, and actually like getting each other's schedules. Like me, I even visiting her family house, her come to my house. There's a lot of like different stuff that we need to like develop about each other. And I feel like down the line, like you have battles, you have arguments, but then you always come out kind of on top. And like it's like now it's like you kind of have like a best friend that you're just like our house, like, bro, this girl be getting random artifacts in the house that I don't want in the house.
I saw her tweet.
Bro, I come home one day, there's an elephant toilet brush. What do we need this elephant toilet brush for? Like, there's just so many random things. And I guess, yeah, she's being expressive. You know, she's putting her own little pieces inside the house. And I like it. I'm still always gonna like make little disses, but I'm still gonna let her rock and do her own thing. But I feel like it's just wholesome having someone that gets it as well, especially because we came out the same thing. We kind of support each other.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times I'll be tweeting something. Bro, she proofreads my tweets and she'll be like, yeah, tweet it. Or we both agree on the same thing together. I'm just the one that has the bigger mouth, so I'll just say what it is that I want to say.
Thinking.
And it's like someone that's just kind of like in your corner and I'm in her corner as well. I don't know, it's just good. Like even for today, like I'll come back from Milan. She asked me, what do I want to eat? I say what I want to eat. I come back, sister's already chefing up. I'm just like, wow, this is really good. This is like, it's really great. Like, and I'll do that as well for her. She says, oh, she's hungry, or she wants me to like do errands. Like, bro, she wants me to, sometimes I don't want to drive, but I have a car. So sometimes I'm the Uber driver and it's like, I have to like escort her around this place or like, you know, just a team, man. I feel like it's just being a team, yeah. And
the key word there is team.
Yeah.
So one thing I recently got into a relationship that I'm
Oh, we didn't know.
So
off camera, we have not known.
Whatever. So I was saying to Dami, I was like, oh my God, But one thing I've definitely like learned from this relationship is that being in a relationship with someone requires work. And I
Yeah.
think I didn't really understand the concept of that. Of like, if you've got the label of girlfriend, wife, whatever that, friend even, whatever that label is, it comes with an actual job that you have to fulfill.
Yeah.
So for you, is that something that you naturally like kind of walked into, or is that something that you've had to like train yourself to become like actually fulfilling that role of boyfriend?
No, I feel like I'm good at being a boyfriend, but I just haven't done it in a long time, so I was a bit rusty here and there. I'm good now though.
What part of you did you need to like wake up? in order to become a
Like,
good
I don't know, I
boyfriend?
feel like because I was single for a while, and then
Yeah.
it's like coming out into the world, and then it's like, just like having someone else there that you kind of like, I was just used to taking care of myself. Because, bro, I'm not going to get into deeper stuff from before. But, like, from before, I used to, like, I had relationships. But I felt like in all those relationships, I was always kind of losing a part of myself. And it was like, I'm a very giving person. And I feel like one thing I learned about myself growing up as well is that I'd always give to the point that I'll be giving myself as well.
Yeah.
And I would never have enough of myself for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be wondering, like, what do I want? Do you know what I mean? I'm always trying to make someone else feel better. And I feel like a lot of that is why I just wanted to be single for a while and like actually just take care of myself. And I feel like in that space where I've been single, taking care of myself, is like now I'm able to do both. Do you know what I mean? So now it's like I'm taking care of myself and I'm still able to take care of you at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
And that just shows you that person's like a right fit for you. And I resonate so well with that because initially for me, I didn't really I didn't really even know that there needed to be like things that needed to be done. You know, naturally you get with someone and it's like, oh, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend.
Are you a feminist?
For me, what I've come to realize is that there's a certain role, there's a certain position that I believe my man needs to take, and there's a certain position that I need to take, but I don't think that position that he takes undermines what I need to do for myself as an individual.
Yeah.
But I think there's certain things that I've come to realize for me that I want my man to do. I want my man to be the lead in the house. I want my man to let me know what he requires from me in the same way that I'm going to let him know what I require from him. But 1,000,000% me, I'm going to need you to lead. I need you. I think for a long time, I've lived in my masculine bag for a long time. And I don't enjoy it. I don't find joy in it. I don't feel, right now, and I'm basking in my feminine bag. And it is the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced. This man, like even down to today, I had to like set up for the set. So the rug, this current rug that we have right now is actually from my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and even the table, because my best friend broke the table that we originally had because she's a lizard. But anyway, so like we had to like grab all of these things. I say, I'm usually me. I want to pick up everything and put it into the lift and like one woman like this. But he's like, babe, like chill out. Like just go sit down. I've got it. Like let me come downstairs. I've got it for you. And it's just such a nice experience having someone who wants to take care of you, who is, even before you say, oh baby, can you do this?
Yeah,
He's like, he's already thinking ahead and doing that. So for me, I think I can see that part of myself definitely changing. What about you?
Very excited. I don't know. I feel like I'm a feminist because I mean the world wants us to be. I actually believe in equal. Like everybody should be equal, even in pay, all that stuff. But I feel like some women are actually very confusing because they'd say they're a feminist, but then and the thing is, I'm trying to respect you as a feminist, but then it will come to a point where it's like I'll hear like something like you should be a man.
I think it's changed a lot and it's become dark and I don't like it. For me, it's just become like mad dark and very much like women are like separated from men and I don't want that. I definitely agree with you that people should be, I look at things as individuals, like you are who you are. God created you as who you are and you should be and exist as who you are and fulfill everything that is like inside of you 100%. I believe in that. However, I'm sorry, I am.
No, I hear that. Because the thing is, even as a man, like me, myself personally, I'll always take up the role to kind of like take care of you. Do you know what I mean? But it's just, sometimes just confusing. It's like, you either want this or you don't. Like, I remember there was one time like before, like I was having this conversation with someone and she was like saying, oh, like in a relationship, it has to be, it's 80, she's a feminist though, but in a relationship, it has to be 80-20. I just said, yeah.
She said in a ratio has to be 80-20. Wait, so what do you think it should be?
Bro, it should be 60-40. Like even.
But where did you get that conclusion?
No, even
from?
bro, from the. Like,
I get it.
No, for me,
80-20
okay,
is a bit intense.
I'm going to tell you about myself, right?
Yeah, go on.
For me, I feel like I will give, like, if I don't know someone, I'm getting to know you for like the first time, and you're a girl that I'm just dating. I appreciate more when I feel like a girl is kind of like she has initiative to like maybe pay for stuff here and there, or just do stuff off her own back. Just because she wants to.
Yeah.
And for me, I'll take that. Like, if you do one thing for me once, bro, I'll sort you out forever. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, I just need to see that sort of like, maybe it's because of everything that I've went through before. Like, I was always feeling like I was taking care of. So it's like, for me, I need to feel someone that's actually able to like, take care of me in a sense. Bro, me as a man, I still want to be babied as well. I'm not, maybe this is the sassy part to me, but I actually I like being babied as well. Like, I like being cuddled by a girl. Like, like, you know, like, you have like mothering, nurturing, like, I'm not saying the mamas, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
you want to be taken care
yeah,
of.
you want to be you want to be known like you're safe. You're someone I can be safe with as well. But at the same time, I'm still going to be a man. Do you know, do you get what I'm saying?
And yeah, of course I do, 100%. I think like that's something I definitely noticed, that like my man, he absolutely loves, as much as like obviously take the lead. And I think there's just different ways and places that it fits. Like when it comes to making certain decisions and doing certain things and things that require a lot of, you know, movement, I expect my man to do that. But in terms of actually like being, and I guess for me, I see it as more so sitting in my feminine bag. Like if my man requires, you know, he needs to be vulnerable and he needs a place, an outlet and someone to speak to about certain things, or he needs to be held, that's where the woman is supposed to interject and like, you know, really provide that room and that place for a man to be a man. I think it goes back to like even what you were saying about, you know, people being labeled as like this sassy man. It's like people expect men or want men to be like vulnerable and honest and expressive about their emotions. But it's like the moment that you bring that onto the table, you're instantly undermined as like this man who, oh my God, like now you're doing too much.
Doing too much. I won't lie, that would hurt. That would actually hurt. That would hurt anybody. Like imagine you've actually opened up, you're vulnerable. Next thing you know, even if he doesn't know, he's inside the girls group chat. She's saying, nah, he's too much. Why is he moving like a girl? Do you know what I mean? All these little, and bro, you even see it on Twitter. Like some girl probably tweet about some guy that's just texting her and he's being vulnerable, but now it's on Twitter. And you're like, you know, all these little things that you see, and it's like men probably seeing it and watching. It's like you're not gonna bring yourself to open up, so you can end up. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a very tricky game, like.
And I think that's how it continuously builds, because you know some men and even women, but we're talking about men right now. Some men might get into a relationship with a woman and she's vulnerable and you're instantly met with this like, oh, you're sassy, oh, you're too emotional. And he gets into his next relationship and then he's like completely held back on like, you know, being his genuine self and like being vulnerable. I think for me, what I've realized, what I'm absolutely loving is like, I love hearing my man tell me like how he feels from an emotional standpoint, because I don't really hear him having that certain conversations with his friends or with his family in the way that he's having it with me. And I think it's, I don't know, that for me, I'm like, how do you have growth without like someone being completely comfortable to be like vulnerable with you in that way? How do you?
That was a deep question. like I didn't even know where I was supposed to answer.
Well, it's not even something that for you to answer.
Yeah, I thought you were just saying a statement.
No, I literally just was saying
down.
like, how do you? Because there's no growth without vulnerability anyway.
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel like the more you're actually with someone, you actually have to open up and you have to like let every layer of yourself down for you guys to actually like fully understand each other. Yeah. Like you can't do surface level macho man talk forever. Like you actually have to let them inside for you to actually like, you know like when you see someone across like the room and you guys have like this little thing that you guys know, like all that stuff comes from being vulnerable with someone. You know when you see someone and you guys have a little thing and you're smiling inside, that won't come unless you're vulnerable with, you know what I mean? All these little, so I know you actually have to like,
open up.
Yeah, you just have to open up.
What for you what part of yourself, or what did you learn about yourself from being with Indiyah that's like, that you've had to like change? Or develop, maybe not even change, but like develop.
Just kind of like develop how she kind of wants to be loved, because everyone has their own like love language, and it's like just listening to her and like actually like doing things she appreciates, you know what I mean? And she'd obviously do the same for me. Like she likes, like I'm a touchy person when I'm affectionate anyway, but the fact that she'd want to be touched, or she likes little kisses here and there randomly, or like say for instance I have work or I'm going somewhere, sometimes like, you know, you just leave in a fluster, like in a rush. So I'll just leave sometimes. She's still sleeping. She's still doing. So like me, I'm just letting you enjoy your sleep and I'm out. But then I'll leave her and she's like, oh, you didn't even say bye. Or like you didn't. So now like I've even started like, I even accidentally slipped. Like I was going, before I went to Milan, right, she was still sleeping. And I was like, because the thing is, I was like, even though I kissed her, I kissed her one time, said goodbye, nothing. I went out the room, started putting on my clothes, came back again, kissed, nothing. The sis didn't even move. Came back again, I goes, you know what? I'm going to record it this time. At least you can see I did this. So I was pecking her over. I even wrote a little message for her, telling her I love you, all this stuff. And then I accidentally put on my Snap story. Bro, you know when you're so like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm posting so much now. That was a message for her. Yeah. And bro, I put on my Snap story, I was driving to the airport. Yeah. And I was like just thinking, oh, what happened to that video? Did I post it? I went on my phone. I saw So like, it was only on 2K view. I said, delete this. Because the thing is like, there's so much that you can obviously like share with like the public and all that stuff. Like, obviously that's even fine to leave up, but for me, it was just something that I wanted to just leave for her. That was the whole point of me even doing it, just so she have it. And then even her, she was just like, like her seeing it when she woke up, she was saying, it's like it warms her heart. You know, all these little things, just trying to take care of her in the way that she wants to be taken care of. And literally, that's all it is.
I love you guys' dynamic. Do you think do you think the dynamic would be different if you didn't go on a show like
we have so many random chats. Like we speak about that, like how would we speak to each other if we didn't go on the show? If we sing, I feel like we would, like, you know, I feel like we would. If she, like, I feel like we would, yeah, we would.
But who would be the person to like
probably
say something first?
All I need is eye contact, and I've got it. Yeah, I'll swoop in, man. Just give me the eye contact. I've got it. Like, bro, in an alternate universe, if we were just in the club somewhere, and like maybe she was just like chilling around, because there's just something about her as well that's like very cute or something. So like, it's like if she did that and I saw it, yeah, I'm inside. Yeah, I'm coming. Hi, my name is Dami. What's poppin'? What's good?
Even before, you know, because I don't think you've ever spoke about this, but I just want to go back to like, you know, when you were actually on the show.
Yeah. When
you first saw her, obviously you didn't couple up with her. You coupled up with someone else, right?
Yeah.
I can't even remember who at that point, but when you coupled up with someone else, did you always know in the beginning, like, nah, she's my type?
Yeah, nah. Literally, when we came in, and then everybody, like, the thing is, when they told us the public was voting, I already knew it was in my fate that I was not going. They won't put me with her, I saw her because she had piercings as well, and she just seemed like a baddie. And I was like, because you know the thing is, I was like, before I went onto the show, right?
Yeah.
I say this a lot. Before I went onto the show, like, you don't know who you're gonna meet. So I always do this thing. You see the way, like, I say I'm into movies and all this stuff, bro. I start creating like scenes in my head, and I would start enacting them like as if I'm talking to the girl. And I'd imagine the girl that I'm going to see in the villa. But then at one point I was like, damn, you should stop doing this because you're only setting yourself up for disappointment. Because now if you imagine this girl, the way I've described her in my head, and then she's not there. But then when I walked in and I saw her, I was like, oh, rah. Woo-wee! I was like, okay, so let's go. And then they told me, the public is deciding. And I was like, yeah, well, let's do the long game. It's the long game.
So in your head, you was like, I'm going to play the long game.
No. Like in my head, when I saw her, I was like, even if I don't, I'm actually talking to her. Like literally talking to her, but then obviously, as the story digresses. It just
kind of expanded from there.
Yeah, it just expanded from there. You know, people were in the way, so we couldn't really talk too much. You know, producer was saying, focus on this one. You know what I mean? So it was like a bit, but you know, when the room became available,
you were like, it's my turn.
It's my turn.
I love that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys are in the public eye, right? Which means loads of people are constantly letting you know what they think about you. Loads of people love you guys, and it's amazing to see. But people are also, the negative people are always also trying to find their way to like weave into the relationship. And I think we saw that when that Malta situation, which I still don't understand, but I kind of want to talk about it just a little bit, that whole Malta thing. How, for you, in that kind of incident, just for context for people who don't understand, so there was a trip to Malta that you went to, Indiyah went to, a bunch of other people went to, it was lit. And on that trip, basically someone tried to say that they were dancing with Indiyah, but it wasn't, you explain it, because I don't want to get the words wrong.
Basically just fake news. Like the thing is, like, you want to actually like experience life as just like normal people sometimes. You want to have fun with everybody. And the thing is, throughout Malta, there were so many lovely people that like, you know, showed us so much love, respected us, all that stuff. But you always kind of get like that one person that's just looking for clout. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, even the video that everybody saw, we all saw it. We saw it at the same time, and we were just literally like how, like, there's one video, right, where this guy is flashing something in my face, and bro, even me as the person I am now, it's like I have too much to lose to kind of like even retaliate in the way that you want me to. And I feel like a lot of men probably think, Dami is a sissy. Bro, I'm telling you, if it comes to the day where I want to deal with you, I will deal with you, man. But I feel like a lot, like, people don't get, it's like they don't really see us as like, I don't know, it's not that they don't see us as human, but it's like, they just take the piss. I remember the guy put the phone in my face, and in 1 second he's saying, it's like, okay, so the guy, no, it's calm. I'm getting inside. So it's like, I don't know, with that incident for me, it's just not giving attention to people that are obviously just trying to draw you out. And like, you giving them that reaction is exactly what they want for them to get that clout. Like literally, he can post up his video. Like the most I could do is just move the video from your thing. But it's like, even talking about it now, I don't even want to. I don't even want to get like, bro, why am I giving you anything? It's like, you're telling me you are a bad man. You are like, if you are a bad man, why are you recording me? Like no man that actually has value in themselves. I'm never gonna go to another man because of clout. Yeah, like, I'm not. I would never. That's just something you not do. That just shows your character. Like, I'm sorry to say, but you're unique. Like, honest to God, that's just your character. That's what it's just giving me, and I don't have to give attention to it. So that first video of me, I just moved the hand. He's telling me, he even called me a twat. I was like, bro, if you're this bad, he copied the video. I said, if you're this bad, hit me. Hit me now. If you are what you're trying to say, hit me. None of that is inside the video cam. Left it anyway. That whole video, whatever, cam. Next day, we're coming out, and then we see like another video of just Indiyah dancing, because I think there's this performer, Amira. I was even doing a dance with her before, wherever. And I think Indiyah's with her and her girls, wherever like that. And literally, they put that video and then put that other video, so it looks like it's after each other. It's the same. Bro, it's just fabricated. Even when we saw, it's like even giving it attention is just like, it's like, there's no point of giving it any attention. Just move on, man. Like, we literally came out there to enjoy ourselves, and that's just what we did.
And
like,
it was a great time.
Yeah.
Do you ever get the pressure between you and Indiyah to portray this positive black love?
Nah, because I'm not gonna lie, like, even in our earlier vlogs, whenever we be arguing, we put it in my YouTube, like, we'd be on YouTube, we argue, people be in the comments, oh, these guys argue a lot. We're just showing the transparency of our relationship. We don't feel any pressure to, like, act any way. Like, we're actually just genuinely happy. Like, there's, like, you can't really break, like, even that video, you can't really, like, obviously for us, even seeing this, it's a bit annoying, because it's like, now the whole world is saying this or saying that, but it's like, we just have to keep pushing that, we just have to enjoy ourselves and just living our best life, like,
do your own thing.
Just do our own thing, like, literally. And I feel like that's just the best reaction to stupid shit like that.
No, for real. And I love that you guys have that mindset together. Like, I think, like you said, you guys are a team, and you can clearly see that team. Even reading like some of her responses, some of the things that people might say about you, or your responses, what people might say about her. It's very much a team, and I love that. For you, does it ever get tiring? Does it ever get tiring to constantly like share yourself online? Like, even when you came in here, we were like, oh, let's take a shot. Da, 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 da. Do you have moments where you're like, oh God,
no, honestly,
why?
Honestly, sometimes it's actually overwhelming, but like a lot, like I actually hear like a lot of them, like a lot of like our supporters and all that stuff, they actually want to see it.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, I'm actually like engaging and being interactive, because the thing is, like, these are the people that actually have got us here, and they're, you know, like, I want to actually give you guys what you want as well. Like, and I don't mind recording, because at the same time, it's memories as well. Like, even me meeting you, we're recording, like, this is still a memory, still like a moment that, even if I have like pictures that we took, it's still like memories that I put on myself for a dump. It's all just things that I do anyway, so why not?
How do you, in that case, like, determine your boundaries, and like, what are the things that you're like, okay, this is for me, and this is like a moment that I want to cherish? And because I think the great thing is, like you said, there's certain moments where it's like, I want to share this, like, it's my life, it's memories, and I want the world to see this part of me, or know this, or, you know what I mean, experiences, whatever. But how do you, or do you even have elements of your life where you're like, no, this is strictly for me, these are my boundaries, I'm not sharing this is private? Yeah,
there's a lot of elements that I feel like I would have, like, that, you know, you keep yourself for, like, some things in reserve. Like, there's a lot of evil eye as well, and I'm a person, I don't like announcing things prematurely, so it's like, I always rather get the project done, is out, boom. Unless it's like something that I know gradually it's already making progress, and I can share it if I'm open to share it. But I still feel like you still need to keep some things of yourself for yourself, like, because you want things that's just private to you. Like, me and Indiyah, we have like stuff that's just private to us that you just don't need to show to anybody. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like everybody needs to have that, like, in their life. It's like you can show as much as you want, but like, there has to be a limit to what you show people as well, because some people then they'll get very over familiar, and they think they really know you on that. And it's like, you know me, but it's like, to an extent. Now that you know me, is just to the extent that I want to show you. This is the person that I want to show you, but to the in-depth, like, even this one, I guess now we're showcasing a different layer. So even this one now is like, I'm diving in, I suppose. So it's like, I'm showing you this way, but this one, I'm open to share it at the end of the day. But my day-to-day, what I've got going on, it's just, it's just, you know. It just depends. Yeah, it just depends.
I love that, and I think it's something that, for me anyway, I think it's so important for me to like definitely like establish. I'm like, the thing, what I find annoying is that I genuinely, I'm like, I get tired of bringing out my phone.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah, I have moments where I'm like, I just want to.
But when it comes to texting your boyfriend, it's not hard, is it?
Why did he have to do that? Why did he actually, we FaceTime all, you know?
Oh, really?
We're like more of a FaceTiming kind of people. What's your
You're very, very talkative, so I can imagine that.
I'm way more of like a texting. You won't hear back from me for 5 days. I'm like, out, no, call me only. What are you? What kind of communicator are you?
I feel like I'm a texter, but you know, have you ever done that thing where you FaceTime, but you try and see if you can go over the 24-hour lap? Have you ever done that in your childhood? Bro, I used to do that. I used to do that a lot, but I feel like I'm more of a mixture of both. Like I like, even if I'm FaceTime my boys, like we're just doing random stuff for like, I'm on the toilet, bro, I even just be muting him and he's even at work and he's just still doing his, and he on mute, and you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm more of a FaceTime. I feel like FaceTime is like,
it's more intimate.
Yeah, it's more
like
intimate.
It's more like I know what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
Like you know and without you even having to say, oh yeah, friend, this is what's going on here. Texting is just not.
Yeah, because you're not really you're not able to like, there's breaks in between. But on FaceTime, it's like you're talking, but then you can still be doing whatever else you're doing on your phone. But that person it's just like the presence of that person just being there. And
also even voice notes for me. Anything that doesn't require typing on my phone, English.
No wonder that's why you sent voice notes. Makes sense.
No, because I actually came and sang to you. That is so hilarious, by the way. But I want to talk about...
Bro, she even played the voice note, man, honestly, because people need to understand.
Should I play it?
You play it, please.
All right, cool. Play the... Should I dance?
Dami boy. Hi, Dami. How are you? So just pulling up in your DM because I think...
Like, even Dami boy.
Yeah.
I was like...
But then
I was like, okay,
yeah,
you got my attention. What do you want? Okay, what do you want? Okay, cool.
No, that was hilarious. But what I wanted to talk to you about, just even briefly, is just about talking about the next season, the next chapter of your life, and like where you want to take things. I think obviously we know that you're a fashion lover, like you love fashion, you're incredible at it, and it's very natural. And then I feel like there's other layers. Like even today when we're talking about the fictional side of things, I'm like, oh, is there a part of you that also wants to tap into writing, or just talk to me about what is next for Dami as an individual.
Next for Dami, I don't know. I feel like there's so much personality in me that I want to do so many things. And I feel like it has to be one step at a time. Like I still have to kind of like you can try and juggle so many things, but like you have to like at least kind of like have a plan, like a schedule for everything. Yeah. So it's like, I want to say what I want to do. I want to do this and that, but hey, for the sake of evil eye, don't speak too much. But it's like just different type of project. Like I want to do like bigger projects that's just more like fulfill. Like there's a lot of like.
When you say fulfilling, let's go into that. What is that?
Like I don't know, like projects that's like about things that I'm really deep into. Like even for instance, like movies. Like you said, fiction. Like I won't like even on my like whenever I have like days off, or like even if I'm in an Uber going to the next job, I'll be writing, or I'll just like be writing stuff. You know, still trying to work my brain, so my brain is never like losing that kind of like because I want my brain to be colorful always. You know what I mean? I feel like that's one thing as well. That's why reading was so good, because it's like you're always kind of like diving in, but I feel like now with this whole like social media life, it's like very different, because it's like it's just social media that you're seeing. So it's like for me, even doing like writing stuff, it's like I'm actually like stretching out my brain, I'm exercising it and doing stuff like that. But fashion, you already know something for fashion is coming. That one is very undeniable. That one's always gonna come. But it's just like bigger stuff that I want to do. But just to dive in.
Is acting something that you see?
Yeah, like I want to do acting. I want to do acting a lot. Like I really want to do that big, but it's like I have to start from somewhere. So I'm going to try to get into that. Broski over there is going to sort me out too. You know, we get into it together. But I just feel like it's just starting. Like I want to just do like bigger scale like projects. Like and then at the end of it, I have a product that's just like I look at that and I'm like, like I did that. That's one thing. And then just go on to the next. Do you know what I mean? Just go on to the next thing.
If there's a message that, like, if you were to attach yourself to like a particular message, if someone says this is what Dami says and this is what Dami's about, what would that be for you?
I don't know. I guess Dami's just adventurous. Just like that. Do you know, every time people ask me what do I do, I don't even know what to tell you, because like I do the whole fashion thing, but then it's like I do so many other stuff so many other things as well. Even if it's commercial or whatever, or I'm doing jobs for this or ads, like all that stuff. It's still like I'm doing something different every like day. Like some jobs they take me to travel. And like, that's still like I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's like, I guess the lifestyle.
How are you basking into the lifestyle? Like, are you enjoying it? Like, genuinely, are you like, do you have moments where you're like, whoa, like I'm in Milan right now, like what?
Nah, Milan didn't really hit for me.
You hated that trip, by the way.
No, I didn't hate the trip, but it's like, you know, when a place reminds you of somewhere you've been, it just reminds me of Paris, but just Italy, I guess. But I prefer Paris more. But like literally, I feel like one place that I probably went, that wasn't even a work trip, but Japan. Oh man, when I went to Japan, I thought I could actually move out there.
Wow.
Like it's like they're in their own world over there. Like literally, like every model that you see, like they have their own Zara, H&M, but every model, every person you see is Japanese. It's like you're not going to see any like you know, in here you have like different people. Everything there is Japanese. Like even if they have like the same brand of Coke or it's still Japanese. Like everything is just, it's like their own little world. Like I don't even think they know what's going on the outside of here. So it's like a little escape. Like it was so, I actually really enjoyed Japan a lot. Like a lot.
I love that. Have you been to Korea?
No, not yet. Next place though.
I think you're gonna love it. I've never been, but.
So you know I love you.
So basically, my partner. Just
oh, here we go.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know when I became this woman. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But he was there for a long time, and like he just said it was like. I mean, I was literally like FaceTiming him like every other day.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was there too, and like just a bit. Stop it, Dami.
No, I'm listening.
Stop it.
We're all listening.
The buildings. You know, Dami. No, get out. Get this man
I'm
out.
listening. I'm listening. Like
man out of this room.
This. I don't know how many times we talk about this. Did you call me here to talk about your boyfriend?
No, guys, no, please. Oh my God, my cheeks are actually burning.
Nah, this guy really makes you happy, man.
This part.
Nah, this guy really.
Oh, wait, no, but genuinely, ladies and gentlemen in the building, have I really spoken about this man that much?
Yeah, a lot, man.
Really?
Nah, boy, you seem very happy.
No,
Like
he's just a nice person. Okay, whatever. So with this kind of lifestyle, and this wasn't even on something I wanted to speak about, but with this kind of lifestyle that you have now, and it's brewing, it's continuing to grow. How do you make time for God? Like you mentioned him quite a lot in terms of your faith.
Do you know what I'll say? I feel like everybody has their own relationship with God. Like I might not all publicize it everywhere, God this, or I might not be tweeting about God everyone has their own thing. I might not be putting like Bible quotes and putting my story. But I generally feel like I have conversations with God every day. Like, bro, I might be driving around in my car and I'm just talking, or maybe I'm saying a little prayer, or just communicate, because I feel like God is always kind of like there,
present.
And he hears your thoughts. Even if you're not speaking out loud, he knows exactly what you're thinking. And it's like you just having that sort of like conversation. Bro, I talk to God a lot, like, do you know what I mean? And I feel like this journey that I'm even on now, like, I feel like it's through all the conversations that I've had.
With God?
Like, yeah, with God, like.
Wow, I love that. What element of it would you say, like, if you could be like, no, this was a conversation I had with God, and now it's reflecting in this way?
I say first one, my being now, my confidence, that one there. Like what I wanted to do in my life. Like I remember I always wanted to, like, I enjoyed doing science, and like I enjoyed my job. Like it paid so well. Like, I had a good structure. I was like team manager at like what? I was only like 24, and the people I was even managing they're older than me. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's amazing.
So it's like I was actually doing good things. But it's like at some point it feels like I want to step out. I want to do more stuff on like the creative side, or like the side that's just, bro, if you don't understand, I remember like, even when like Lova, I remember like I was working, right? And there would be times where I was literally like, bro, if I really dive in, there was like, when you're like pre-manifesting something before it happens, there'll be like one time I remember I tried pre-manifest it, or like I'll talk out, oh my God, this is so weird. But there was like one time, right, when I first even got that job, there was a moment, right, where I felt like I was already there. Like this was already given to me before. And it was like, even in that moment when I felt it, I was like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was like something like a rush that like I vividly saw me, like I know, yes, like deja vu, but it's like I vividly saw myself already, like I've already been here before. So it's like, even when all this survival stuff, it's like I've already been, like it's like everything's already preempted, like everything's already like, what's that thing? What's that word? It's like not pre-written? Pre-written?
Yeah, I mean, we can go.
Like it's already in there. Like literally, it's already in there. So I mean, when the next thing that happens, that rushing feeling is gonna come back in and be like, woo, here we are again.
Do you think it's the same feeling? Because I find it's the same feeling. Like, it's always the same feeling. You're like, oh no, this is an experience that is meant for me, because I already know what this feeling is like.
Literally, and then in that feeling, you feel so happy.
Secure.
Yeah, so secure. Like nothing can even shake you. Like it's not
for
going.
me.
Yeah, it's for you. It's not going anywhere. Like that's literally. Like there's been so many of those that's happened throughout my life that I know, like, that God, like, this conversation I'm having with God is really happening. Like, do you know what I mean? So
is this experience of life one of them for you? Like coming off of Love Island?
Yeah. Literally, like, bro. Literally, man. I'm telling you, actually, because like there's so many conversations I've had. I didn't know how I was gonna even get into like doing all these things, but I just knew there was always gonna be a way that I'd eventually get here. Like when it came to like fashion and doing all this, so like people used to tell me I was like, I was the fashion, even before all this stuff, that was the fashion icon. I dressed so good, all this stuff. And it's like, for me, it's like, how am I gonna, like, there are people saying, like, you think about your followers. No, I didn't even think about that. It's like, I just generally did all this stuff because I enjoyed it. And when it happens for me, it's gonna happen. And then when it happened for me, it's like, whoa, here we are again, God. All I can say is thank you, like, thank you. And you just keep going, like, Honestly, like the next thing, like you're looking at me now, but the next thing when it happens, I'll be like, see,
I told you.
This is another thing that's happening now. So it's
right
like,
person.
you know,
like I don't play when it comes to that. Like I definitely hear you. Like there's certain things that you just know. Like when it's for you, we've been here before. Like me and God, we already patterned this one. Like we already knew this was gonna happen. And I think you speak about the relationship so beautifully that, you know, because you're not someone who's like online, you're like, oh, you know, God and this Bible verse doesn't mean that you don't have that kind of like cemented relationship with God. It's a very personal journey, and I love it.
Yeah, literally, it's like I'm very public with God. If you ask me what I believe, like I'm going to tell you God, like I'll never falter on that. But at the end of the day, me and God's conversations are private.
Are real.
That's for me and God. It's between us. It's none of your business.
God, we love you so much, God. We love you so much. Okay, so I want to play a little, it's time for Bellow Box.
Bellow Box?
Bellow Box, yes, darling.
Sounds funky.
So in the Bellow Box, it's basically a box where I gift my guests. Like,
what kind of gift? Is it going to be a PS5?
You know, it can be something, no, it's not PS5.
Yeah, definitely Nigerian. It's not going to be that. It's definitely not going to be that.
Get this man out of my space.
How much did you spend for this gift?
Zero. How much did they print stuff for?
Oh, it's even paper.
Yeah.
Paper.
Yeah, whether you like it or not. But no, it's going to be lit. So basically, it's always a task. And my producer was the one who actually came up with this,
okay.
You know, she was the one who picked up all of these things.
Who's your producer?
So I don't actually
Who's your producer?
Cherish, hi there.
Oh, Cherish. We cherish you, Cherish. So great, Cherish. Ivo Kwenu, Cherish.
Listen, okay, so we have like this envelope here, these envelopes here. And obviously I'm a fashion lover, you love fashion. So I thought, you know, a fashion off is not a bad idea.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
fashion off, yeah.
So we've got our looks that we've done from various categories. So we've got our red carpet looks, or look. So she picked out one look for you, one look for me.
Okay.
And we have to decide. Well, it's kind of like they are deciding.
Okay.
Maybe we can talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
And then, you know, so we've got our red carpet look. We've got our editorial
it's an
outfit.
envelope, so there's stuff inside it.
Yeah.
It's a bit exciting now. Okay.
Oh, hello. And then we've got our, what's this one? Baggy outfit.
We love a baggy fit. You love a baggy fit as well.
I love a baggy fit. Spot me,
yeah.
chop knuckle, good boy. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go.
All right, let's start with the baggy outfit first and foremost, because that's our fave.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god. Okay, you take it out. I'm scared. I don't know what she picked.
Get it. Okay.
I'm actually really happy I don't know what you picked.
So this is baggy outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that your fit? Because I don't have a picture like. Oh, baggy boy.
Ooh. Oh, twin 'em.
Cherish, you did a good choice. What? Hard. Okay, so give me my picture. I don't want you to hold it. Give me.
Yeah, take your picture.
Okay, side by side. Come on, side.
Oh, side by side. Sorry, I was just looking at myself, man. I was like,
It's kind of hard. I like yours. I do love this. This is a vibe. Though I think I win.
You see, the thing is, I feel like you win because I feel like yours was more baggier.
Yeah,
I feel like yours is more
baggy,
baggier.
Yeah,
like hers is actually more baggier.
It's a baggy fit. So are we blaming Cherish then? She didn't pick a baggy picture of you, basically.
Do you think this is my baggiest picture? Like, what about what I'm wearing right now? This is not baggy. Well, okay, if we're gonna go today, then maybe I think
I still win.
No. But okay. But let's look at it in the sense of.
Come on, the hair.
I'm even looking at the aesthetics.
Yeah, it fits. It works. Give it to me. Come on, don't worry. I take it.
She takes
All right,
it.
so 1 point for women.
This is the first time I've lost fucking fashion battle, but it's okay. I'll let her have it. It's her show.
I'm gonna pick the next one. This is now the the red carpet outfit. Are you ready?
Bro, you better have not been doing me dirty, please.
Okay, this is your red carpet look. This is my red carpet look.
Nah, I take this one. At least give me one, please.
Wait.
But you're not even on the red carpet.
So
you lose by default. Me, I was actually on the red carpet. You were on the streets. Like, let's be serious here. Technicality, I've won. Drop it. Put it down there. It's true. Nobody can compete.
Do you know what?
But the outfit was very nice.
Let's get
all white as well.
Do you know what I mean?
All white. Are you sure you're not going to all white parts?
You're an absolute joke. Okay, next one. You win. So 1-1. I'll give that to you.
I'm playing.
Last fit. This is the one that determines who wins this competition.
Okay, cool.
You pick. You take it out.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
God, I'm scared.
Oh! No, you know what? I'll give you this one because your one is more like it looks like you're in water. Like you weren't water. Nah, yours is way more, man. There's so much more editorial going on in that for me personally.
Damn
like me, I'll be so honest. If I you should have just used my profile picture on Instagram, to be honest, because I know I came out of my head was like, you know what I mean? But this, you could have done Little Mermaid as well, to be honest.
Oh, damn me! Dami!
Get out of here, Joe.
No, this was amazing. I'm so happy you came on. How have you found the conversation? Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I've opened up a little bit.
You've really opened up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, literally, it makes me think everything I say must be true because I predicted this. I literally was like, this man has so much in him that so many people don't know and they need to know.
Thanks for giving me the space to like do it though.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a hug.
We're hugging?
Now. Give me a hug.
It's getting a bit weird over here. You know?
Give me a hug.
I mean, I opened up and all, but...
Dami!
We're getting a bit too familiar.
You remind me so much of my brother. I'm not going to lie. Like, you...
You're so tiny, though. Like...
I'm not wearing my heels anymore. Whatever. Oh. Everybody run applause.